touch of velvet, Afro Kanye's voice, you can't forget. Sultry vibes, making bodies sway, R&B in the spotlight, come what may. Midnight groove, let the music play, Afro Kanye taking key bombs.
What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Alphas, man. Here we are to talk about Robert Downey Jr. They calling it a desperate move by the MCU, and most critical Penguinz0, whatever you want to call him, versus Sneako. A lot of people saying it's the worst debate of all time. Of course, I have to get with my boy to talk about this. It's the one, the only Afro Comedy 765. How you doing today, Tori?
You already know your local neighborhood scumbag here to give folks their daily dose of dirtbag, same gimmick, different day. The world commentary tag team champions back at it again. You know the vibe.
You know the vibes. Shout out to our girl Ash, Ebony Moonbeam. She is sick with COVID, which I did not tell you yesterday because she said it on the internet, so they know now. So
that's funny. That's what. Listen, it's the con game, yo.
Yeah,
and it just is what it is. You go to cons, you might get COVID.
Yeah. I know some people might have saw the show yesterday and be like, well, why you didn't talk about that? Why they discussing this? And I ain't said I ain't my business to say, but she said on Instagram last night, like 1 a.m. So shout out to her. Hope she feel better soon. But hey, listen. This is Robert Downey Jr. Me and Monte had like an hour show that we was only playing on 10 minutes, but all the speculation, everything we had, Tori, was insane. It was like it just led to an hour because all the speculation. We talked about what everybody want to see. The easy story of putting when Tom Holland Spider-Man sees if the mask is knocked off, that moment that everybody's gonna be waiting for. When he sees Robert Downey Jr. as a villain, as an evil guy, after he had this whole scenario of a whole swan song of sadness. But
rough game.
Today we're talking about when the people talking about the MCU, it looks desperate, it looks horrible. They don't know what they're doing because they had to go back. I saw the meme. I love the meme, by the way. You can live with your failure, so it'll bring you back to RDJ. Yeah. So, Tori, your thoughts? Because Tori, Florio, we didn't get a chance. You didn't get a chance to talk about it.
Well,
so all your thoughts.
Listen, I don't see it as a desperate move, but I have a much more like utilitarian view of fucking the entertainment industry as a whole. So like, we know Robert Downey Jr. is an amazing actor, yo. If you can get him to play a part, yeah, why wouldn't you? If we're just being completely honest, if any nigga who's talking shit owned a fucking movie company of any sort, and you had a chance to cast RDJ in something, you're gonna do it. It is what it is. I think, look, I am less worried about Doctor Doom and more worried about whether we're getting the fourth time as the charm with the Fantastic Four. That's what I'm more worried about, because like I don't know if the Fantastic Four take another L movie-wise and keep it pushing. Like if this next one don't hit, it might be over. And I'm still riding the wave of optimism that came from Deadpool and Wolverine. So that is, recency bias can be one thing, but I have more faith in the Marvel universe cinematically going forward. Fucking even if the TV shows maybe the TV shows will get better too. Who knows? But I'm not worried about this. I see this as a positive, yo, and I think you're always going to get the naysayers. It is what it is.
Yeah, and of course they show little clips at the San Diego Con of Galactus, little hints at it. So we saw that. If you've been on Twitter, you saw that at the Comic-Con on Twitter. So you see like little clips of it. You also see, like I said, a lot of people saying it's different. I get where they're coming from. It seemed like ain't nothing was hidden. So let's go back to what we know. And I don't think they're desperate because they were failing. I think they got a little desperate because we built a whole story around this man that we fired.
Yeah.
And we need another storyline because this was originally Kang Wars.
Yeah, it was.
So now it's a whole interesting. Yeah, so when he got fired for not running fast enough from a white woman. which was the story. You're like, hey, you pushed it, you should have ran.
Not making sure his phone calls were not recorded too. You gotta remember that part.
Yeah, because basically he got
You
charged
can't
with
be
pushing.
asking, but you can't be asking white women to be your Michelle Obama. That's crazy.
Yeah, he got in trouble for pushing a white woman into things out there. That situation is strange, but he pushed it. He pushed in. It wasn't no like super felony abuse thing, but he did touch her, so you know how they go. But now we got Dunmore, and I was like, how do you implement this in a way that's effective? And I'm like, because he's not a character been mainstay at all. Because he's just like he's gonna be newly introduced. But how do you introduce him? Have him as a character that everybody loves and bring up the story off of.
Look, they're trying to play on the goodwill that the Marvel Cinematic Universe's audience has for Robert Downey Jr. And honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's regular ass shit. Niggas been doing this in different forms for years, yo.
Yeah, like I said, it's Tom. Listen, everybody waiting for the Tom Holland moment. Everybody waiting for the Rhodey moment. Oh, do they blame Terrence Howard back? You can. We saw Chris Evans as Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Terrence Howard would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Look, they just missed the chance to do that because Deadpool versus Wolverine would have been the chance to throw goddamn Terrence Howard in there.
Would have. That would have been a great thing.
Just have that nigga sitting back teaching math to fucking Cassandra Nova and fucking Ant-Man's skull. Fire.
Yeah. We also got the Russo brothers back, Tor, which also makes everybody be like, y'all really going back to the good old days?
Maybe they realize they fucked up, yo. Sometimes you gotta realize when you fucked up, and you gotta be the bigger man and be like, please come help us again, or we're flailing a little bit in case you haven't noticed. I mean, not financially, fucking because it's Disney. Disney will never flail financially, but creatively, yo, fucking directorially, if you will, they're fucking flailing. So I mean, listen, if you got to bring in an extra compass to make sure you can navigate the path, who am I to fault you?
And the one thing Tori Afro Comey did bring up is Fantastic Four. I think that this move, the day before they start filming, is literally made this $1 billion film. It's $1 billion film.
It might do it, yo.
We just waiting on because everybody just gonna wait on the Doctor Doom reveal and how they gonna incorporate them. So that's what everybody just gonna watch just for it. Even if you didn't like it, like this, but I don't like it. You gonna see. You gonna see how they do it.
But I honestly feel like, and some people might look at this as cheap, but I feel like the whole Loki and TVA angle gives it can get you so many places so much easier narratively. You know what I mean? So like if they use it right, like the way I think the use of the TVA and Deadpool and Wolverine was perfect. Damn near. Like that's the way you integrate these TV shows into the universe in a good way. But I just don't want it to be like a crutch, though. Like, oh, we need this story to happen, so we're going to go here. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that the end game of all of this is to nail down one singular universe by the time this Avengers movie's over.
That was Secret Wars usually, so.
But that's but you got to think about how many different elements of Secret Wars they've been using in these different movies. So what's Secret War actually going to look like by the time we get there if they've already used most of the storylines from it and other shit?
You still got the Beyonder version, which they can. But I don't know. I don't think you should show Beyonder yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, but do you think, I was going to say, in the next 2 years, do you feel the fucking Marvel Universe is going to be, this current Marvel Universe is ready for a Beyonder level threat?
Yeah, I think you got to establish Sentry, which they supposed to, but you gonna need more. You gonna need Blue Marvel. You gonna need a few more when you get to that.
I mean, but some of we got to be honest. There's some super powerful characters in Marvel that just wouldn't make good adaptations. You know.
I wonder how they're gonna do Sentry.
Yeah, like how do you do the Void justice?
It's kind of
how's that? Think about the CGI that'll be needed to use for them. This is what But it's the same. Look, if you've watched these shows in any sort of, I am a proponent of the symbiote God Null in all of his glory, the King in Black, long may he reign. But think it's sort of like the same thing. Fucking when is there going to be a time where you believe that you've got a powerful enough fucking that
They call you a
I
shit.
am. Listen, I'm not. Look, when I get called on, I get called. Yes. Do I have a bias towards certain Marvel properties? I do, but we can't say I'm a shill after I'm sitting here
Okay.
saying that there are plenty of characters that fucking. That's crazy to say that I'm a shill when there are plenty of characters that I'm saying aren't good enough to fucking be used. I don't know if that's still behavior.
Tori, you shilling for Marvel, Tori.
I
You
mean,
shilling for Marvel out here in these streets.
I shill for certain Marvel properties. That's for sure. The ones I like, but who doesn't? If you're not shilling for shit you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. We
But
finna have Hollywood join us in a minute, but like I said, I want to know. Me and Mate did this already, so it's only fair that Tori gets to do this as well. Tori, how to implement Doctor Doom, or is it gonna be a variant? Is it Victor Doom? Is it Victor Von
I
Doom?
don't.
Is it?
That's the toughest
They
part.
also opened it up for Deadpool because Chris Evans was two different characters completely.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
so,
and one of them got their skin ripped off.
so they said it is viable. It is viable now. A
But
person
that's
can be
sort
put
of
into
like we said during the dead when
Marvel
we did the
chilling this
dead
man.
two. But look, what I'm saying is fucking. That's what I was saying. If you can use the TVA to a certain extent to like sort of shore up the logic on some of these, but you can't overdo it. Fucking, I don't. That is the hard thing. Do you make it a variant? 'Cause like I said, I'm hoping all of this leads to a consolidated fucking universe. Like fucking the multiverse is fun and you can do stuff with it. But I think if you're trying to mainline another series of movies, if we're trying to get some more end game fucking Infinity War type action, we gotta nail down a timeline. Fucking, you can't just. So I don't want it to be a variant because that means we're going to spend more time on in different timelines. And why does this matter? Where does this come into play? And that's not what I'm looking for, honestly. And people might hate this. I think you just commit to it, yo. Full send, yo. Just fucking. This is Victor Von Doom. No variants. Fucking. But listen, I don't know fucking if it's never gonna be over for Marvel because it's a Disney property, so it's not like they're gonna go bankrupt. I feel like fucking Deadpool bought some goodwill just a little bit, fucking. But listen,
Marvel
I
shit.
agree. I agree that I think it's done for the Fantastic Four if they fuck it up again because we've already done it fucking 3-4 times and it never hit. So I mean, I think if they fuck up the Fantastic Four again, fucking, I think it might be done with that, which does a disservice to the universe as a whole because like they are the first family of Marvel. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Derpy
No,
Entertainment in the chat.
yeah, but I don't think fucking listen. We've seen there's not gonna be a repeat of like the '90s when fucking comic book companies were actually going under and fucking niggas was selling off all these properties, which is how we ended up with fucking Fox, the Fox goddamn mutants and Sony Spider-Man and everything else. Fucking that's how we ended up with all that shit and good and bad. But think about Blade. We wouldn't have had look if the comic book industry didn't almost go under in the '90s, we wouldn't have got the masterpiece that was Blade. Which
Except
arguably,
Trinity. Except Trinity. We don't want Trinity.
no, fuck that. I told y'all niggas already. Listen, I don't care. I like Blade Trinity. You can look objectively, it can be a fucking bad movie. Okay, I don't care. Niggas like bad movies all the time. I'm just one of them. Fucking. But Blade Trinity, I love that. But I also, the nostalgia is a big factor. I was a kid. I remember having to talk my parents into fucking taking me to see fucking Blade Trinity because that shit was rated R, of course. But I don't think it's ever gonna be done with the fucking for comic book movies in general, just because fucking I don't think any of these companies are, especially if we're talking Marvel, being owned by Disney. You're not running. There's no running out of money. The budget does not just go dry at any point in time. Maybe you see a slowdown in production of some of these movies, but I don't think it ever stops at this point.
How the hell Sensei is here? How the hell? How you feel
The
about the
Sensei of the
you
Blurred Cartel.
Sensei of the Blurred Cartel? He's still in Texas.
Yeah, still in Texas.
Watch out
Yeah.
for them white folks, yo. You know how it be.
Hey, I'm in Texas.
Yeah, watch out for them white folks, yo. You know how it be.
Now the white folks they ain't bothered me yet. We good. I mean,
Good shit. You love to hear it.
you know, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I mean, Doctor Doom is like literally my favorite character, and like
I
all,
know that. He's made that clear.
I mean, all of Marvel, just comics. Period. Doctor Doom is my, so you hype just to know that he coming back, but are they gonna do it right though? That's the thing. You know what I mean?
Robert
And
Downey Jr. though, it's kind of hard to do it wrong.
I know that's what I'm saying because he hit it out the park with Iron Man, but Iron Man and Doctor Doom that's two totally different characters. You know what I mean? Two totally different
Okay,
personalities. You know
Hollywood.
what
I
I mean?
only have one argument for that, and I have to get it out of the way. Listen, y'all niggas seen Tropic Thunder.
We did.
That nigga, that nigga got range, yo.
I mean,
And Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer might be a better, closer thing to
No,
Doctor Doom.
fuck that. Tropic Thunder. He was a dude playing another dude playing a dude, and did it
definitely.
masterfully. So
But Doctor
okay,
Doom
But
I had to
character
say
wise,
that.
Oppenheimer would be closer.
this joint should be good though, because it's the Russo brothers. You know what I mean? They haven't let me
Be in their
down yet.
bag.
You know what I mean?
Does it
I'm
look
excited.
desperate to you, Hollywood? Does it feel
A lot
desperate?
of people
Oh,
calling it feeling
we're
this.
bringing back the Russo brothers. We're bringing back RDJ. Does it feel like a desperation play, or does it feel like they're just using the tools they have at their disposal, so to speak, which happen to be
To,
really good?
to me, two things could be true. I mean,
Oh,
it's a
so
little bit of
they can be desperately using the tools at their disposal, is what you're saying.
definitely because have we have we been impressed with the MCU for a
As of
while?
late, no, we have not. We and fucking even those dumbass are insisted on reviewing these god awful television shows they keep putting in front of us.
Like we just been
I spoke to
saved.
Echo.
We just been
Nigga, did you
saved
even
by
review Echo?
I didn't even watch Echo.
Yeah, okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine just saved us. You know,
Yeah,
450
they brought.
million first weekend.
I was saying that same thing. I think that Deadpool
Hugh
and
Jackman came
Wolverine
back.
bought some goodwill with the audience, at least for a little while.
yeah.
But
I
I
think it
do got one
was
question.
yes, sir.
I have a question for you. I think this announcement just secured Fantastic Four, no matter how bad it is. The same way the Captain Marvel did, $1 billion, just off curiosity.
I
But
I can agree with that because if they do Fantastic Four the right way, it's gonna be a hit.
but
So
they failed 4 times before this, Hollywood. They
they
tried to
have.
get they 4 different movies. All 4 of them flopped because two of them were the same cast again, right? And then they shot 2 more after that.
Oh yeah,
One with
no, we
Michael
go.
B. Jordan.
As long as Michael B. Jordan ain't sitting in a room for 2 hours just talking with gas coming to him to kill him, I might be a little okay.
They closed it on
Yeah, we can't do the fucking god dang it, Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Blaze again. That's not going. Not Johnny Storm. Johnny Blaze is the Ghost Rider.
Oh, one thing I told her we didn't talk about yesterday,
2019.
but I don't think how the hell saw it yet. But yo, mutants over Fantastic Four, Pyro whoop Johnny Storm, Johnny Blaze.
Well, think Pyro. Look, Johnny Storm is made of fire. Pyro
Oh,
can
now we turn
call
on
fire.
mutants.
But no, but I'm saying Pyro can. He's literally he controls fire. So it's like, nigga, you are made of out of the element that he fucking controls. You're at a strategic disadvantage out the gate. Yay or nay? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Facts.
If you turn your body into fire and you're fighting a guy whose power is I control fire. Do you really think you're taking that dub? Because I
Which is
don't.
why I respected that part of the video. I'm like, yo, y'all make sure it wasn't even close. It shouldn't be close.
Because there was no way it should have been fucking close.
My boy
Listen,
was chilling toward my boy like shit.
I was gonna say, but listen, my favorite is still Blade killing fucking Toad with his fucking tongue. I was like, that's why Wesley Snipes is the
Well,
only
I
fucking
think
Blade, nigga. Y'all better recognize. Sorry,
but
Sticky Fingers. Y'all remember that shit?
but
The Spike
uh,
TV show, the Spike Blade
that was
TV
just for
show.
that.
That
Yeah,
Sticky Fingers
yeah,
play Blade.
He's still
yeah.
running back the board
That
today.
shit is nasty.
Last time.
But I think this Doctor Strange coming off Deadpool was a smart
Might
move.
as well.
I think it's like I said. Is it desperate? I don't think it's desperate because the way people say it. I think it's desperate because they didn't have no villain. They didn't have a villain once Kang left. so you
They
have to
did
do
just,
something.
hey, look, it's 2024. You got to get niggas up out of there at the first sign of PR trouble, yo.
Hey,
Especially at Disney. You niggas got to go. You got some
like
controversy. You got to go.
we got a movie that's supposed to come out in 2026, and we don't have a villain.
Yeah, which is crazy
You know what I'm
work.
saying?
You just doused a good little portion of the work that you did,
We
which,
spent 4 years building this dude up.
yo, and he got to go. Hey, but look, listen, when white people are nervous, black people are in danger. You got to remember that shit. It just is what it is.
How does anything else on Doctor Doom? MCU. Robert Downey Jr.
Yo, are we gonna get? Yo, what if we get pilled out? Fucking Doctor Doom, nigga just
Filled
lit
out
off the
Dr. Doom,
perky.
I'm with it.
Fucking, I was gonna say he's just off the He's off the perkies in Latveria, just doing
Perk
shit.
30 Dr. Doom is crazy.
You know what's something I would like to happen though?
Fit Doctor Doom is diabolical though.
You know what I would like to happen though? I would like for Secret Wars to end with Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom maybe losing, but then the
Oh, yeah,
magical
he's
Doctor
sick.
Doom, like maybe he not be Victor, maybe be the what's it Nate Stark, the brother that became Doctor Doom in the other story.
Oh no, you gotta just make him Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, we got to get Victor Von Doom.
So gotta be
Yeah,
Victor.
you just got
But I wouldn't mind
can't hold me.
a
You
younger
can't hold me like
variant
that.
being later on though, after Secret Wars just picking up the mantle, and he'd be disfigured.
I don't know. Computer graphics are pretty good. They can make Robert Downey Jr. look young as hell if they wanted to.
So you gonna do like Deadpool said, you Jackman, he gonna do this T90.
Yo, if the bag is right, and you gotta think coming from the mouse, you can't think the bag's not right coming from the mouse.
He gonna make him do this shit T90. That
At least, at least he gets to switch up the roles. Hugh Jackman is Logan forever.
But Robert Downey Jr. has been amazing in other characters too. You Jackman is Logan.
Yeah, we ain't gonna, like I said, we ain't gonna act like Robert Downey Jr. is not just an amazing actor in general. That would be disingenuous.
He's Sherlock Holmes too. Shout out to Sherlock Holmes.
Yo, he was getting fucked up.
Doctor, but I don't even know another role Hugh Jackman ever did. He did the magician. He did the magician. I forgot about that.
And he did.
Shout out to that reference in Deadpool too. The
He
magician
did the
reference.
best showman alive too, yo. He was P.T. Barnum, nigga.
That too.
P.T. Barnum, the master of circuses. He was enslaving all kinds of fucking animals and shit, making them do tricks. I caught this Kodiak grizzly. I'm gonna teach it how to ride a fucking unicycle at spear point.
Robert Downey Jr. with Dr. Doolittle, but we don't remember that.
Dr. Doolittle.
We don't remember this shit. That was
He was Doolittle. He was. This nigga was Doolittle. He been everybody.
That was terrible, Dr. Doolittle. I like Sherlock Holmes. Dr. Doolittle was not it.
I forgot that. I forgot about that they actually tried to do a whole extra Dr. Doolittle after Eddie Murphy.
They said, "Oh, we gotta get the white Doolittle." I mean, Eddie Murphy can't
we
have
need a
this.
white Doolittle. You can't just have this shit forever.
It was horrible. That was a horrible Dr. Doolittle.
I blocked that shit out of my mind for a good. But they did two of them, didn't they?
I don't think they did too. I think they canceled.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna say I thought they did it again after the first one. Wasn't what, bro? Who was the daughter in that shit? The daughter was fucking. I'm trying to remember who it was, but it doesn't matter. That was atrocious. Why would you even bring that up? We're trying to look fondly on Robert
Oh,
Downey Jr.
Antonio Banderas was in
Why would
that.
you, yo? Why would you bring up something like that? What are we doing? That was disingenuous.
Listen, Doolittle made 250 at the box office.
Deadpool made that in a day.
I mean,
Deadpool didn't make. They're saying 350 million first week, maybe
No,
more.
450 million. It went up.
Is it 450 now?
450.
No. I mean,
Which proves y'all point the desperate thing. They brought Hugh Jackman in the 20th Century Fox bet for nostalgia. It's gonna make a
well,
big.
just to make sure they killed everything that came from it, so going forward, it's done. It's like, listen, we getting this shit up out of here.
I did like the after credit scene, but we'll talk about that later. But that's how we feel about that. We got one more because Tori does have to get out of here soon. So
yeah, I gotta post.
so we gotta get out of here.
Yeah. So, but we do got one more topic: most critical versus Sneako. And the
This
worst
is so
debate
fucking.
I have ever heard in my life.
It was not a good. It was But this is what. Listen, Charlie got to stick to what he's good at, yo. You got to stick to the.
How do you lose a debate to Sneako that he didn't even win? He lost a debate
I
too.
was gonna say he didn't
But
win
you
the
got
debate
so mad
because
at your own debate
you can
that
never
you just
defend PDF
rage quit.
files.
How do you rage quit? After you have this is the only reason I'm saying he lost. Sneako will follow with that craziness no matter what. He's wrong, but Charlie after the screen.
He's willing to die on the hill, yo.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'll give Sneako. He's willing to die on the fucking hill every risk.
Yeah, most
But
critical
dying on the age of consent hill is
being
crazy.
10 years like they used to do it at 10 years old. I'm like,
I already know this is about to be crazy.
Basically, let's explain for people that don't know because we just went into it. Most critical had a debate of sex change at a young age at parents consent. He compared it to a sport and switching sports like basketball and football. Which I was like, that's a crazy comparison.
I was like, Charlie, what are you doing? What are you doing now? You had
Switching
me.
genders is like switching from basketball to football. I said, what the fuck?
I was like, but granted, yo, look, I hate to shoot Charlie, but no, I don't. I fuck with Morse Critical, yo. But here's the thing, man. You gotta. I don't know. When you know you're not we know Charlie's not an expert on fucking transitioning, and then so it's like
you got a full
to debate something like that is so fucking like you can parrot a bunch of shit, or you can fucking try and push a narrative, but when it's just something about when you break down subjects like this and you try to put them in layman's terms, just trying to lay down the bare bones as simple as possible, it just comes out sounding crazy no matter who you are, and that's all the bail I'm shooting for.
And
Charlie.
that debate is
He's still rich
versus
at the end of the day.
and that debate of comparing it to a sport and how easy it should be and how it's just like something that you just do versus which is better, that or the age of consent being like 12 years old. And I'm like, why would you even accept this debate?
Yeah, what was the listen? I think Charlie has gotten comfortable in dunking on Sneako in video format. We know Charlie can sit and make a video with the best of them, yo, and fucking talk that shit to the nine, and usually it all makes sense. But when I don't know. I think that the live format of debating, I just don't think it's for some people, and Charlie might be one of those people.
Damn, Charlie.
I mean, but Sneako is such a fucking it should be an easy slam dunk. It's like this nigga thinks the age of consent should be 13.
No, it's 12. It's when it's 11 and 12 when they develop.
Yeah, listen, Sneako was ready to die on the if it can bleed. He was ready to die on the if it can bleed, it can breed hill, and that is crazy.
That's what he said. Once they're able to have babies.
Yeah, bro. It should be an easy dunk. It should be an easy dunk, but I think Charlie overthought it because. Oh, shout out to gender dysphoria though.
But the crazy thing about this argument, is it was so bad that you could just say neither one. But Charlie rage quit and even contradicted after the stream went off.
that was. I was like, oh no! I was like, don't end the stream yet. You can't get mad and end the stream.
I don't think he streamed since. I didn't see it yesterday.
No, and he hasn't made a video about it either.
He promised Sneako that he's gonna upload the whole thing unedited. And I'm like, and he ain't did it. I'm like, that looks like a loss, even though Sneako
it does feel like an L. But
Sneako didn't even win, but still.
But Charlie, look, okay, devil's advocate, because this low key kind of be like just wavy karma, because Charlie has dunked on so many creators over the years. Like, we're not gonna act like Charlie has legitimately almost ended multiple people's careers fucking through videos just telling the truth. So like, did him losing in the live format to fucking however many, because we're not gonna act like the numbers weren't ridiculous for fucking, listen, part of me was like, Charlie, you should have just pulled out a gun. You should have just reminded Sneako what it was. Listen, take it back to the beginning and go get your AR-15 and fucking be like, yeah, nigga, don't forget. You know what I mean, he's a Florida man at the end of the day. That would have been better than fucking the rage quit. Fucking, I'm done in stream. I was like, oh no,
streaming 2 days, 3 days, and then upload the video.
And you gotta think this nigga is a daily streamer.
Daily.
Shout out to DreamCon. This is what Charlie needed to do. He would have won the debate.
Why is Dan Clancy? Why is Dan Clancy just chilling in the fucking
DreamCon?
Shout out Dan Clancy, though. Fucking CEO of Twitch doing his fucking thug sizzle. You know what the fuck going on.
CEO of Twitch doing his thug thizzle.
As Hollywood say, Kamala Harris wasn't at DreamCon, but Dan Clancy was.
Sexy Red was there too.
She wasn't at DreamCon. Kamala wasn't here.
Dan Clancy was giving people.
Dan Clancy
that's so. But Dan Clancy really, like, he be down with the fucking streamers, yo. Like, for him to be the head of Twitch, and you just see this nigga. If there's any big streamer that's doing an event, the chances are Dan Clancy's gonna be there. So I mean, it just is what it is.
Dan Clancy at GGC Mafia Con.
So as soon as we blow, we're definitely listen. I'm definitely gonna have fucking Dan Clancy play the backing track for like my OnlyFans intro video. The man can play the piano, yo. He can also play the guitar too, I do believe. He's very musically inclined. Could you imagine fucking just knocking shit down with Dan Clancy playing the backing track, yo?
Look, listen, I am
glorious.
How many? I do got a question. How many white CEOs? He's only like 2 white people in this whole seat. Dan Clancy.
I believe it, yeah. But Dan Clancy,
you got the and you got Dan Clancy.
You ain't never seen Zuckerberg in the crowd feeding.
No, that's
or Elon Musk in Austin. Elon live in Austin. Where you at, Elon?
I was gonna say that's true. Elon ain't there neither.
And you ain't got no excuse.
Down, niggas, hey, all you CEOs, you got no excuse for not just pulling up on niggas now. You see Dan Clancy.
Right.
I hate this nigga haircut right here. It's pissing me off. I ignored him. I said it was only 2, but it's 3. And I hated his haircut.
I thought you were talking about Dan Clancy for a second. Then I saw the dude behind him. I was like, yeah,
that haircut.
It's like a white dude. It's like a white dude with an egg girl almost.
I'm saying that's next. But how do you feel about this wild debate that we just described you?
So a nigga, they basically arguing over the age of consent.
Well, one is saying they arguing which is better, having a transition basically without telling your parents. But he said he kind of switched it up to you gotta let your parents know at a young age, or
which is crazy.
Age of consent.
You gotta let your parents know before your brain's fully developed that you want to change genders.
Or age of consent being like whenever you start bleeding. Essentially, that's the debate. Which is worse?
Crazy fucking debate. By 2 of the biggest streamers on the fucking Sneako used to be one of the biggest streamers on the planet. Charlie is one of the biggest streamers on the planet, though.
I'm gonna say they both batshit crazy.
I
Definitely.
wouldn't even listen
Yeah.
to this debate. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why would you, that's what I was saying. Why was this even on the menu? I thought that honestly, I thought he was just gonna. It was gonna be real simple. You dunk on Sneako for thinking that you should be able to fucking
Yes.
have relations with somebody under the age of 18, and then you keep it moving. Easy clip work farming. You know what I mean?
Sneako even made it easier, Tori. He went to like 12.
Yeah, he progressively made the age of consent lower. I was like, this got dark.
Right. I need
I
to
was like,
see this debate. I need to watch it.
He said you could be 33-year-old. Like back in the day, you could be 33, you marry 11-year-old. I'm like,
I was like, that is not the fucking standard. This is not the standard we should be fucking setting in this argument. There's
Right.
no way you lose this argument, and it's
and the
man.
This
fact
isn't
that
this.
he stood on it. How he basically, that's how he won the debate, even though he didn't win because nobody
He
agreed with
didn't
him.
win, but he
Nobody
didn't
agreed.
win either.
But he kept it up no matter what. Charlie looked at his debate performance, got mad at it, contradicted it, and then
Backpedaled.
rage quit.
Yep.
The streaming,
It
like,
was
and I'm
crazy.
like,
But it reminded me that Charlie's still a gamer at heart, yeah. Because
Right.
we rage quit when shit goes poorly. It just is what it is. But I think that's what got him, the fact that he had the backpedal, but then in backpedaling, he completely fucking contradicted himself. And then instead of being like, damn, he was like, end stream. I was like, oh. But I mean,
Nasty word.
you can't look. There's no losing a debate against a dude whose fucking argument is I should be able to fucking have relations with minors. There's no world where that debate has any fucking standing at all.
it's so.
And you may to try and combat it with you should be able to transition whenever you want
shout out to Wisconsin
is crazy. Like what? I'm so confused, man.
They come out at first. It started out without parents' consent. I'm like, that is wild. It's just like, hey, we gonna sneak you surgery without your parents knowing.
You should just be a kid out here, fucking getting hormones, fucking ready to set it on up.
Your teacher out here sneaking you hormones without your parents knowing is nasty work.
Crazy work, but I mean, you had that.
You don't even know the list of allergies the kid got, but you out here.
But this isn't legit. I don't think this is legitimately happening. That's what fucked them up some more. Like, these are all hypotheticals, and fucking but Sneako did what Sneako does. Charlie handled it poorly. Like, there was no Sneako fucking getting over with this one. You know, no one is ever gonna get over the age of consent. Fucking should be lowered argument. That's not flying anyway.
Not sure what shot discuss society. Tell us your thoughts in the comments, how you feel about any of these situations.
What more can you? Why? I think you hit the nail on the head out the gate, and we're just overthinking it. It was stupid even to take this debate.
So as you got in and you listened to it, you like,
there was literally I can't even say it was a no-win situation, because this should have been an easy fucking win of you just dunking on Sneako for thinking you should be able to diddle children.
I wouldn't even answer the question. What about this? I'm like, sir.
Yeah, you just no, but because it's so iffy to be like, because there's just way too many arguments.
Yeah, but we society got a question about the RDGA thing, so we're gonna get asked this question before Tori had to get out. It's like a recycle act. They don't have any others. RDJ being doing kind of pissed me off. That's what I was talking about. That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say I've
they want new actors,
but like I said, me personally, sometimes you gotta look. If you got a correct course, if you realize you've done some stuff wrong and you have to reach out and get help to stabilize the ship, just so it doesn't crash. Listen, some people might not like how you get the ship righted, but as long as you manage to right the ship.
The one thing I am concerned about that I didn't really, I kind of hinted at it yesterday, is that if you do this, you can't make it a crutch. Tori even hinted at
That's
that. You get
I
like
was,
this.
I
You
was
can't
saying,
just be
that's
like,
what I
hey,
was saying earlier.
we're gonna use
You can't let
nostalgia.
the TV. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't just
nostalgia.
use the nostalgia factor forever.
What you got to do with this with Doctor Doom is you have to use him to establish other people so they could be in the future, because that's the one thing.
In
Because the
wrestling
thing,
terms, you got to use him to get the new talent over. Yo, he
yeah,
can't be main eventing forever.
yeah,
He's gotta uplift some niggas so we have a next generation to watch.
yeah. Because the thing you don't want is because the problem with Endgame was you kind of got rid of everybody, and now you had to build everybody up with nobody to
But
like
listen,
toward
in
wrestling
there,
terms. In toward wrestling terms, you usually have a lead who leads the match when they going against young talent to teach them the way. You literally got rid of everybody, and then Thor was kind of off doing his own thing, not supporting Noah the new actor. So they all was on their own, and all the B people became A people. Like no hate to Falcon, but you kind of had to be shoveled in right away. Which I
yeah.
think they did a decent job at the story, but we'll see how they do in the new Captain America. You kind of got shoveled in, so now you're like, oh, we the B guy, I'm the A guy now, and everybody like, we don't know.
But yeah, I think the RDJ can fucking well. But
I think it's
you can
risky though. I
okay.
do think it's risky. I'm excited
It's
about it. I
risky,
think it's a very risky
but
thing.
but you can't look.
Hugh Jackman
We
too.
we
Tobey
can't
Maguire.
expect everything to be comic accurate. Unfortunately, enough. Even if you're a fan of the source material, some creative liberties have to be taken for it to translate on screen at all. But I think the RDJ thing, as long as they do it in the right way, like I said, as long as he's putting over the new talent and he's not just fucking got niggas counting the lights fucking every movie, you know what I mean? I think we could do something because we're not gonna act like a good villain can't make a franchise, yo. Fucking, it works. Darth Vader made Star Wars, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like I said, it's a big risk, and please don't just become like we nostalgics and here we go again.
Yeah,
Just
you can't just waste the people's goodwill will run out. That's the thing.
yeah, so it's a risk. Like I think, for instance, what look back, example they actually did was when they introduced Spider Man and having Robert Downey Jr. uplift Tom
Yeah,
Holland
I
as
was
the
gonna
mentor.
say he put that nigga over for real,
You
for real.
know what I'm saying? So you gonna need him to do that more, and then he could go away because I think he's only signed for 2 movies. So
Yeah. So, but they're gonna think about what they're probably paying him. You know,
yeah.
listen, get that mouse money. I ain't never gonna hate on a nigga getting to
But
the
I do
bag.
but I do get why, like I said, I do what it is a desperate move, but I don't think it's desperate for a child. I think it's desperate because they didn't have a villain and they
Well,
had a
Holly,
movie they had to
Holly
get
has
out
said
to.
it. Two things can be true. It
Yeah.
can be a desperate move. It can also be using the tools you have at your disposal. So, I mean, you can desperately do that. So, but if it works, it works. That's the thing about it. If this works in the end, everybody forgets about fucking how they felt about it beforehand. If he knocks it out of the park and we get a new appreciation for the Fantastic Four out of this shit, fucking, and they actually, because that's the real test, yo. If you can get the Fantastic Four over after however many flops, I think that justifies him being there all in and of itself.
Jessica Alba getting naked didn't get the first one over.
Yo, shout out to Jessica Alba though,
Was that the
yo.
first one or the second one?
And I think that was the second one.
Yeah, she literally
No,
stripped
no,
her that
no,
bit
no. Because she was Sue
invisibly.
Storm, and I think you're right. It was the first one. She was Sue
She
Storm.
literally stripped her bra off and stuff, and everybody. And I'm like,
Man, Jessica
that
Alba
one
had
she
a
was hot
run.
too. That one she was on fire, dog. It's like
Yo, she had a fucking run. She had Fantastic Four, fucking Sin City, fucking. She was in her bag.
when they run. I didn't like Taskmaster either. I hated it, but
And I don't think
that was
anyone.
Bob. I'm gonna give again. I will forgive them for this because that was Bob Chapek, and Tori know how I feel about Bob Chapek. But so,
Yeah,
but that was Bob Chapek. That's not Bob
he,
Iger. So we go.
yeah. Bob
So I'm
Iger's
not
back
holding
in
Bob Iger.
at the steering wheel, so you can expect more, hopefully.
Bob
Like I
Chapek
said, with
said,
the
make as many
Russos
movies
coming
and
back,
shows as
like
you can.
Hollywood said, it's just
Yeah. Bob Chapek idea was also to make a Disney Plus instead of just making a Hulu a Disney Plus thing, which I thought was like, why do you have 2 subscription services? It was stupid. And then Disney Plus didn't have shows for like 6 months at a time. They're like, "Oh, we losing all our subscriptions, but you ain't got a new show on. No
And
one's
then
gonna
they
watch
were like,
this
let's
random."
rush out these Marvel joints and fucking
They
water
started off
down.
hot though. They started off hot with the first two, but those
Yeah.
were started a long time ago.
What if it's still a slapper, yo?
I do like what they're doing with the anime. X-Men 97 was amazing.
Yeah.
Remember the name. It's Gambit. Remember the name. That's still cold.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not as cold as Channing Tatum game, but
That shit tough.
I'm just saying.
He can show up in Secret World, but he not gonna be Gambit.
No, that he is gonna be prime. That
He's
nigga,
not.
he is
He's
gonna
not
be
gonna be Gambit.
prime
No,
Gambit. He is gonna be
no.
616 Gambit. That is
He got.
616
I need him
Gambit.
to lose weight in his face or something. That pissed me
No,
off. The
that's
way it looked.
616 Gambit. You just gotta accept it, okay?
That shit pissed me off. They felt like, why your face so fat? It's funny though.
Yo, that's crazy. You sound like a dance mom.
Listen. Gambit has the jawbone. He had the jawbone. He ain't got fat cheeks.
Yo, I don't care. Channing Tatum's my Gambit. God damn it.
But shout out to Skunk.
Shout out to
Shout
Remy LaBeouf, because that nigga is buff as hell.
I'm like, why he so big? I want my Gambit to be able to move fast like Wolverine did.
No, fuck that. He still moves fast. He's like a silverback gorilla, nigga, that can throw fucking kinetic energy.
He got thick.
You see the way he killed the Russian, didn't you? Oh, we didn't talk about that. Zelmek, what do you think? Should they have put the old? Do you remember who was originally the Russian
And which one?
in the first fucking in was it Daredevil? No, in the first Punisher, it was Kevin Nash. It was Kevin Nash. Yeah. The Russian, but they didn't use Kevin Nash in Deadpool, unfortunately. But that would have been hilarious if the Russian could you just Channing Tatum killing Kevin Nash would have been crazy. But whatever.
He could have been one of the people.
Channing Tatum for 616 Gambit. I'm here for it. Make it official.
Yo, I met Queen this weekend. Shout out to Aisha. We met the Queen this weekend.
That's
met
a wife.
Other Queen, that Ash. Shout out to the Queen. Fun fact: one of these two people almost killed me.
That's the world we living in, yo. You can't go cavorting with strumpets and think it's all gonna be kosher.
So
it's a dangerous world to live in.
I hope Ash is feeling good. So shout out. Just watched it and loved it, but Channing Tatum's Gambit. Oh my God, that was.
Don't hate on Channing Tatum as Gambit, okay? That's Remy LaBeouf we're fucking talking about. God damn it!
You got thick Gambit out here, dog. I cannot rock with thick Gambit, dog. No,
you're not rocking
Gambit.
with. Listen,
Gambit is supposed to be quick and fast.
Remy LaBeouf is a fucking tragedy. Okay, you guys are on the wrong side of history right now. This is Sneako energy coming from you guys. Sneako wouldn't be behind Remy LaBeouf either.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, why he so thick?
Yo. No diddy. Folks. He was just saying what came to his mind. That nigga gay as hell.
Hey, listen, I just saw him doing
Yo, that's crazy. But
listen, it was funny to see.
That's
like
crazy.
I said, it has to be.
Why are niggas not behind Remy LaBeouf? This is crazy.
It was funny to see. But
right,
and
like
I don't
said,
matter
y'all are on the wrong
word,
side of history right now.
He cannot be the official one like that.
Yo, he needs to be the official.
He cannot be the official. God
damn it.
I don't mind him being in Secret Wars. I don't mind him being a variant. He cannot be the main champion.
You're a hater, bro.
I can laugh and I can have fun
Remy
with
LaBeouf live. God damn. Let Channing Tatum show some range, motherfucker. How's she stealing my gimmick in the comments and you just let it happen? But listen, Remy LaBeouf is here to stay, folks. Y'all just got to accept that.
Know what I said? He's a skinny guy. Like what?
So it's 2024. He can't be on the sauce.
That suit does not look right.
He can't be on the sauce. He can't wear a bigger trench. This is fucking. You guys are, like I said, wrong side of history, but that's okay.
No, and check
Wait,
if
yo.
somebody be like, y'all fat shaming, he not fat.
No, listen, it's Remy LaBeouf for a reason. He's
like,
buff
no.
as hell. It just is. That's a brolic ass. That's a brolic Cajun. It is what it is. Why are you guys hating?
What's the dancing movie he was in that I never watched? He was a stripper.
No, this nigga definitely watched Magic Mike. That's why he had to
I
say
don't
it
even
like
know the
that.
name.
Like,
I don't even know what the
nigga,
movie is.
yeah, whatever.
Listen,
It's okay.
we cannot have Remy is not a Magic Mike nigga.
Yeah, he is. He's a
No,
smooth
he not.
operator. God damn it.
We ain't.
Pelvic thrust game top tier, yo. It just is what it is.
Shout out to Ash. We missed her on the cash conversation day. Hopefully she'll be back Wednesday. Hope she's feeling better, like I said.
Shout out to the Queen of the Gate.
Queen of the Gate. By the way, Wednesday gonna be fun if we able to do it this week. So
Yo. Shout out to our problematic queen herself. You'll love to see it.
but shout out to Skunk Society.
Yo, male beam is crazy though. If she hits the transition and became male beam, nasty work. I don't know. Do the gates hit the same when there's a fucking penis behind them? I don't know.
Does the gates hit the same? It's a wow. By the way, we got an AKVO whenever Ash able to join again on if it's Wednesday or next Wednesday, we will have this video edited up and I'll send it to her so she can give the but it's an interesting video. Shout out to DreamCon.
Shout out to Dan Clancy, yo. Out here vibing with the folks.
Before we gotta
how long till we shoot him? I was gonna say. But how long till we shoot him the barbecue pass?
Black people, he out here giving black people liquor out here.
Yeah, I was gonna say. CEO of Twitch out here doing it right. What do you expect? He knows what the fuck's going on.
I appreciate that, Skunk.
Yeah, but you take this time to reevaluate your thoughts on Remy LaBeouf because he's not going anywhere.
Nobody wants this.
I don't care. It's what you're getting, motherfucker. You guys ruin fucking everything. Can't just let niggas live. Goddamn. Channing Tatum is a killer gambit. It just is what it is.
Remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification. I appreciate y'all. Tori does have to get out of here, so we're going to let him go.
Yeah, I got a Pokemon draft. You know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, so see y'all on Wednesday, Casual Conversations. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a fun one. Dan Clancy might show up.
Get the... oh, that would be lit. But you already know. The content, oh, I didn't know we were going right to the intro. You can find me at AfroCommy765 on all platforms. Of course, on Casual Conversations every Wednesday, as well as the Blurred Cartels Roundtable on Wednesday. Friday night, your Make It Make Sense on Saturday. House of the Dragons, Hot D on Mondays. You know the vibe. Something flagrant, something inflammatory.
And I'm hearing House of Dragon this week is crazy good.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw on some of the reviewers that said it.
Technically,
some of the reviewers that saw it said this might be one of the top 3 Game of Thrones episodes ever. And I'm like, oh, it's like that. And I kind of got a hint from the book
if you watch the episode preview, I mean, it looks like it's going to be intense either way. But
so that will be Monday night. So be prepared for tomorrow night. No, it's tomorrow night.
Yeah, as I say, tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow at 8:15 Eastern is what time we usually do it. So be there. Skunk Society, if you watch House of Dragons, Ash, whoever else, we're going to be there. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that. You can find me at Keep It 99 Media, all them things. We appreciate you. Y'all know what we got to do. We got to ask the simple questions and the outro.
These niggas.
Like touch of velvet, Afro Kanye's voice, you can't forget. Sultry vibes, making bodies sway, R&B in the spotlight. Come one